What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another day, another project. As you can see, we got the truck wedged in the garage. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Kind of had to change things up. I got the carpet right back there in the back with the fans blowing on her, trying to dry it out. I got some interior panels and seats shoved back in the truck. My goal was to do the seats, put the carpet back in, put the interior back in, and then move on to the next project. But the problem we ran into, got a little rain. So we went from, sunny and 105 degrees to 10 inches of rain and 80 degrees in one day. So kind of had to change up the plans on the projects. But what we're going to do now is we're going to tackle the exhaust. This is something that's been bugging me ever since I got this thing, with all the leaks and the 10 pounds of wire that's not even connecting. It's 10 pounds of wire on one little pipe that's barely doing anything. So got it in here, got it on jack stands. I got the new exhaust ready. I'm not doing anything crazy with this. I just want to keep it subtle with a little bit of tone to it. Put a little OEM stuff back in, but we'll go over that just a little bit later in the video. But as for right now, this old exhaust has to go. So I'm gonna get all my tools out and take this thing apart and get it off. And by getting the tools out, I mean, yeah, we're just gonna cut it. It's gotta go. It's coming off tonight. And I've been soaking the exhaust manifold bolts with PB Blaster all week to hopefully get those loose. Let's get some lights on down there, get the saw warmed up, get this old exhaust 500 miles away from here because I'm tired of hearing it. There you go. For everybody out there saying, dude, you should start it up open manifolds, man, it sounds killer. My neighbor's about, I don't know, 15 feet that way, and I'm not going to be that guy. They haven't complained about me working on stuff yet, and I'm not looking to give them a reason. So open manifold startups, out of the question. Just to give you a close-up shot of this, we got the Fleximatic 5000 wing nut, popcorn welds. What a mess. Well, at least it's out of there. Alright, so we're back a couple days later. Like I said, the old exhaust is completely out of this thing, which is great. So for the new exhaust, what we've decided to do, we're just going to leave it simple. So what I did was I got online, looked up some parts, and I found this. This is the Walker stock exhaust, OEM fit exhaust. It's actually two pieces here. It's sleeved together. And what I did, because these things are notorious for within 5 minutes of installation starting to rust to pieces, so I went ahead and I coated this with a nice header paint, which is good to 2000 degrees. Hopefully it'll just prolong the rust from just destroying this thing, but fingers crossed, we should be okay. I went ahead and painted as much as I could the other night. This way, when we have to handle it to put it in, it's nice and dry, we're ready to go. Once it's in, we'll weld all this up and put some touch-up paint on there just to make it all nice and steady. I did not paint the cats because those obviously are going to get super hot, and I already know that it's probably not going to last there. As far as everything else goes, I bought 3-inch intermediate pipes that I'm going to go ahead and cut down into size that I need. And to top it off, picked up a Borla Pro XS muffler. That's a 3-inch inlet, 3-inch outlet. So the factory pipe, I believe, is like right around 2.5 inch. And then it goes into the Y pipe collector, which goes to 3-inch. So by just having this, I got a nice little turn down dump for it. I said I'm not doing anything crazy because the rear bumper on this thing doesn't have the notches in it for like dual exhaust. If it did, then I'd run the tailpipes out the back, put something cool out back. But since it doesn't, it's just the factory area where it just kind of dumps out behind the tire. I didn't see the need of putting any kind of duals on it because, you know, having to change the bumper over and all that. I don't know. This is just the easiest way to go. I probably would have done something a little bit cooler. Still did the Borla muffler because I do like the way it sounds. But because I had to go ahead and replace the downpipes with the cats, that kind of killed the budget a little bit. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to put the muffler just back past the cab underneath the bed. That way any kind of exhaust gases don't get pulled up into the cab. But since the floors on it are kind of rusted under the rocker panels, the inside's okay, but the rocker panels are missing. Just by putting it back behind the cab, hopefully it'll cut down on any kind of, you know, smells or anything like that coming in the cab. I don't know, we'll see. But that's gonna do it for that. It's a pretty easy, simple kit. I kind of pieced it together myself. If you're looking for the OEM downpipes and all that with the Y collector, like I said, it's from Walker Exhaust. They're pretty much an OEM exhaust distributor. I had to go on there, find the part number, cross-reference it to an Amazon, and then I ordered it both through them. It was about $400 to $450 for both pipes. So, seeing as how the crackhead that cut the exhaust off this thing and stole the cats kind of screwed me on it, that was just the easiest route to go, rather than to buy a whole, you know, upgraded kit from the front to the back. This was the cheapest way to do it. So hopefully it sounds pretty cool. I listened a lot online of different muffler reviews and all that to see which one I liked. I think this one's really going to do it, make it sound really nice and good tone, but still kind of quiet and subtle. You know, it's kind of a good mixture of two. Borla's always been really good about doing that, so we're gonna knock this one out. But I'm waiting for Austin to get here right now. He should be here in a minute. I just need a helping hand. What we're gonna do is we're gonna slide the two main pipes in, tack them in place, and then we're gonna drop the cross member for the transmission. Now, thank God this is a two-wheel drive, so it's a little easier and there's a whole lot more real estate under there. So once we pull the transmission cross member out, we'll pull the pipes down, fully weld them, put in our intermediate pipes, weld the mufflers and everything to them, and this kit should be done. So let's go ahead and get started.
Twist it, pull this to you. There you go. Keep going.
Turning
Can. There we go.
Yeah, good. Alright, so I wanted to get on here and show you guys. We got this done about 1:30 in the morning. So the garage is a mess. We got tools all over, but everything's in. O2 sensors are in, upper and lower. I will have to touch up paint just a little bit of it. I want to make sure that this doesn't rust out right away like Walker stuff usually does. But O2 sensors are in. Pipes come back, welded together, comes up, plenty of clearance, so no vibrations on anything. Wide pipe comes back. I need a lift. Sorry. Goes into 3-inch, 2 extensions, Borla muffler, and just a 90-degree turn down. Nothing fancy except for that bad boy right there. Should make it sound really freaking cool. I will put some of that same paint I used up there. I'll go ahead and paint all this. Like I said, it's probably gonna burn off, but it's just something to kind of protect it from starting to rust out right away. So let's go start this thing up and see how it sounds. so I'm editing up this video now, and I realized that I really kind of botched the ending of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo it now. The big reason for it is the truck, when I had it in here and I started it up, I was messing around with it. At idle, in park, no load, this thing had a gnarly drone that just kind of reverberates through the whole cab right around 2,000 RPM. Freaked me out, not gonna lie, because I was thinking, man, if I get this thing on the road and this is how it's gonna be, we got a problem. But under further investigation, took it out, drove it around. Drone goes away when it's under load and driving, which is phenomenal. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you in there, we'll do some driving around, show you what I'm talking about. I know the camera probably won't pick it all up, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot anyway. Let you guys hear what this thing sounds like. I gotta tell you, I got this muffler off of Amazon. I'll put the item number right down here in the bottom on what it was. It was under $120 shipped to the house. I know that much. I believe it was like $107 plus tax or something like that. But I can tell you, if you're thinking about doing an easy exhaust, this muffler on a standard exhaust system is gonna sound amazing. So I did do the cheap way. I just did a turn down pipe because, like I said, this bumper is not set up for duals. Most of the time they have the little cutouts right here and right over here. This one doesn't have that, so that's why I went with the route, just doing a down pipe on it. A little turn down, it's fine. Sounds great. I got this thing warmed up so we can take it out for a quick drive. But let's do a little walk around, show you what it sounds like at idle. Between parked and loaded, it does sound a lot different. But I tell you, if you love Borla exhaust, you love the sound, you're gonna love this muffler. Let's go out here and check it out. So like I was saying, at idle, parked, you rev this thing up, it's got a heck of a drone to it. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but we'll give it a shot. All right, here we go. It sounds like you got subs in here and it's stuck on like one note and it's just ripping the whole time. So at idle, parked, I can tell you, if you're messing around or just sitting here, idle, it's fine, sounds great. You hit that magical 2,000 RPM, she's got a drum. So, but it's only when you're sitting still. Under load, we sound good. So I'm gonna go ahead, I got my key with me, I got my title, so we're good in case the cop pulls us over. But we are gonna be on a closed course in Mexico, so I shouldn't have to worry about much. I'm gonna bolt the seat in really quick and we'll go for a drive. Yeah, we're good. All right, so like I said, we're gonna take this thing out, we'll drive it around. I'll try a couple different modes. We'll do windows up, windows down, full rip, cruising. You know, like I said, I called in, we're good, the streets are closed, so there's not gonna be anybody else on the road, we should be fine. Got my racing seat in, and what could go wrong, right? Let's go. We're kind of on borrowed time here because the alternator is up there squealing like a pig. Seatbelt is on. I don't know what this thing's trying to ding at me for. I got bad ball joints. Definitely have insurance. Good outstanding plates, so we should be all right. guys right outside. All right, tell me what it sounds like out there. Pressure, good coolant temperature, low on gas, battery's good. I've got no check engine lights, putting the new O2 sensors in, took care of all that, that's good. And she's a ripper, man. This thing sounds amazing. All right, well, like I was saying, you guys, I really kind of freaked out when I first filmed this whole exit part of the video. Because the drone in the cab was just intense. But I don't know if the camera picked it up. I really hope it kind of did. So the drone is just when you're parked and you just rev it up or something like that. When you're driving, it's fine. It's perfect. This thing sounds awesome. If you're wondering, the paint that I used right here, that's what I painted the exhaust with. Like I said, the biggest thing was these Walker kits. I've used them before. They're a good OEM fitment. They're a good OEM style. A little pricey depending on what you're getting. I had to buy, it's got the 4 cats on, or 2 cats in it, sorry. And it was like $400 to $450 for the whole setup. So it did kill the budget on doing more stuff to this thing as far as like, you know, full on exhaust all the way out the rear. So, but, you know, kind of happens. But I painted it with that paint knowing that it'll handle up to 2,000 degrees. It's good for heat cycles because it is a header paint. I didn't prime it or anything. I just rattle canned it right on there, and we're just going to hope it works. But it's something I've always had to deal with the Walker kits. It's just, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. These things rust out. But for now, it's going to hold up good. We'll see over time what happens. Fingers crossed, we're good. If you're following along here in the series, the seats are clean. I got to get those back in. I still have to clean the headrest right there. And as you can see right here, I've got more parts. We've got new upper and lower control arms going in with Preston ball joints already. I did order those. They're a company called Torque. I looked on LMC. I love LMC. They got nice stuff, OEM quality. Problem is, it's expensive as it can be. The lower control arms through LMC for one control arm alone was between $500 and $600, I believe. I got this whole set. Now, I got it from Parts Geek. Never used them before, but I can tell you, I got upper and lower control arms, both of them, both sides as a set. It was under $400. Now, they do have additional kits you can get with tie rod ends, the sway bar end links, which I already got those. That's kind of why I went with this kit, because I didn't have to purchase the same parts I've already bought. But ordered it from Parts Geek. It says it would take like 7 to 10 business days to get here. Made it in 2. So Parts Geek, you're doing good so far. Kind of liking you. But the kit, hopefully that'll replace pretty much everything on the front. I'll probably do new brakes. Probably do new wheel bearing assemblies, because why not? You know, we're just pitching money at this thing anyway. But once that's done, the whole front end should be good. The exhaust is all brand new. Interior is cleaned up well. Like, the problem I got with these seats, they cleaned up really good, but man, they're loaded with cigarette burns or crack burns. I don't know what they are, but there's holes in the seats from that, and it's driving me nuts. I might do 2 new front seats or something, I don't know, or maybe just put seat covers on it for now. But the holes that are burned in there, I know the one cushion on the one side's kind of screwed. Maybe do new foam kit, reupholster it, I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air right now. But the seats will go back in, we'll get that back in. Interior will be nice and clean. Then I gotta do the steering column, which shouldn't be hard. I'm gonna do that before I put the seats in, so I got plenty of room to crawl around. I'll have a video coming out on that once I get that done. That is currently just chilling right down there. That's gotta go in. Control arm set's gotta go in. We'll clean up the front end, we'll paint everything up, make it look really nice. And I mean, this thing will be, she'll be road worthy. You know, we'll get her out there and start driving it. As far as the Jeep goes, we are going to Colorado, so I'm super pumped about that. Can't wait to put out a video on that. Like I said, if you guys are new here, hop over, check out the Jeep playlist. Did a whole build series on that thing. Still doing projects on it, still working on it. Don't worry, all you Jeep guys out there. Still doing it, don't worry. Right now, we're just trying to get this thing back up and running. It's a fun project. I've had a good time doing it. Not too costly, but it's building up. I've still got less involved in this thing than what it's worth, so we're doing good. And I think when it's done, she's going to be solid. She'll be a good driving vehicle, perfect daily. Other than that, on a side note too, if you are new to the channel, please hop over to the donation playlist. If you don't know, I'm currently donating my salary from YouTube till we get to the $1,000 mark. We've already done $500 donation to the Sea Turtle Hospital down in Marathon, Florida. Any views from those videos, the money raised from those, will continue to be donated to nice nonprofit organizations. But as far as it goes right now, we've got the Sea Turtle Hospital down Marathon on our side, and we're taken care of. We've adopted 4 sea turtles. So they're chilling. I've got plenty of pictures and updates from them, so that's awesome. But if you're new, make sure you hop over there, watch those videos. Every view on those videos counts, so it's a free way to give a donation because it doesn't cost you anything but a few minutes of your time to watch the videos, and I really appreciate it. And also so does the Sea Turtle Hospital. That's going to be about it for this video. You guys, the exhaust sounds amazing. If you're thinking about doing it, the Borla Pro XS muffler on a stock exhaust with a turn down. I mean, if you had those pipes already and you just threw this muffler on there, you're in this thing, you know, $120, $130, muffler and for that little turn down piece. I think the turn down piece was like 15 bucks. But that's it. You can have an awesome sound for, you know, under $150. Highly recommend it. This thing sounds amazing. But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you in the next video.